Hey guys, so for those of you who follow me on Twitter, you may have seen that a few days ago I posted a photo of some different makeup looks that I was trying out, and those are actually the inspiration for today's video, which is some Valentine's Day looks. So I'm going to do one that's a little sweet and another that's a little sexy so that no matter what your plans for Valentine's Day are, you'll have the right look. Alright, so I'm going to start off with my sweet look, and as you can tell, I only have half of my face done, so this is what it's going to end up looking like. I'm going for very big kind of doughy eyes, blush cheeks, and a pink lipstick, and this look is really easy. I used two eyeshadow colors from the Naked palette. I used Sin and Virgin. For my lip color, I used Superstay 24 Hour, which is by Maybelline, and I used the color Blush On. And for the blush, I used Clinique's Cupid, and this actually came in a combo that I got a really long time ago, but I really like the color and it's a nice soft pink. And so let's get started. So first I'm going to start with our lips, and for this look I want really nice big pouty pink lips. Because it is Valentine's Day and I'm assuming that you're going to get a few kisses, I went with a product that is supposed to stay a really long time. I've actually never used this brand before, but I really liked the color. I know my boyfriend in particular gets really scared when I have bright colored lips because he assumes that they'll end up all over him. So I think this product will be really good for that so that it'll last through whatever you put it through. So I'm going to start actually with the lips, and normally when I do lipstick I first do within my actual lip, but then I start to work outwards more to create more of a pout. So you want to first make the shape that you want from your lips, so right along the bottom, and I like a pretty dramatic bow in my lips. And so then from there, if you're satisfied with your lip size, you can just leave it at that, but if you do want more of a fuller, thicker lip, you can continue on and just bit by bit go more and more outside of your lip line. Now, I'm pretty lucky that I have relatively full lips to begin with. But also something that helps to create more fullness is if you add a gloss over top, it creates just a more plump look for your lips. So if you're interested in that, it's a good way to start off the night, but do know that it may wear off, and especially if you are doing a lot of smooches on Valentine's Day, it can get rubbed off and potentially go on to your boyfriend. So the balm that comes with this is actually really nice and it doesn't come off very easily, so that's why I like this product. So now moving on to our cheeks, I'm going for a really bold cheek look. It's going to be really big in spring, so we figured we'd try it out a bit early. I'm using just a regular blush brush, and I'm applying lots of the product onto the brush because I want a very bold, highly pigmented cheek. So just starting on the apples, kind of smile and put it on there, and then work it a little bit up the cheekbone, but mostly focusing in on the apple. We want a very kind of youthful, fun, cute look, and so there you have your cheeks. Now onto the eyes, and I said that this was a very simple look, and it is. For your eyes, I'm only going to actually use two eyeshadows, and this is from the Naked palette, and I'm going to use Virgin, which is the lightest color that comes with it, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that, a few strokes, and just put that right on the eyelid, and blend it into the corner there. And then after that, I'm just going to take some Sin and kind of work it a bit into the crease, just along there. So very light colors. I don't want a lot of huge emphasis on the color of our eyes because we already have so much color on the rest of our faces, most of course the lips and cheeks. So first we're going to do that, and then after that we're going to put on some fake eyelashes, and that'll help just kind of brighten up your eye and make it seem a lot bigger than it actually is. So I put on my second pair of fake eyelashes, and then after that all I did was swipe on a thin line of liquid eyeliner in black. I'm using the Sephora brand Doe-Eyed eyeliner, and I just did a very thin line right from the inner corner of my eye all the way out to the end. Again, nothing too dramatic. The eyes are keeping it relatively simple other than the fake eyelashes, of course, but you can add some mascara just to blend in with your fake eyelashes, and other than that, this is my sweet look. So very blush cheeks, very pink lips, and very doughy eyes. So for my second more sexy look, I'm going with a very dramatic, bold, smoky eye and a more muted face, so nude lips, not a lot of color on the cheeks. So we're doing kind of an opposite from what we had done with the sweet look. Again, all the colors that I'm using on this eye are from the Naked palette. The colors aren't actually very dark. I am using one of the dark shades Creep, but most of the colors are actually brown and taupe. So this is very nice for people with light eyes and fair skin, where sometimes darker colors can be a little much. So keep watching and I'll show you how it's done. So first what I'm going to do is, with a regular eyeshadow brush, I'm going to use the color Naked, and I'm just going to use that one all over my eyelid and also going right up into my brow. So this is going to be one of the base colors, and pretty much the rule of thumb for this look is whatever you do to the top, you do to the bottom. So what I'm going to use is a very thin kind of eyeliner eye brush, and I'm going to take some more of the Naked color and just put it below on my lower lash line. And again, if you don't do it perfectly, it's not a big deal. The kind of the look of a smoky eye is to kind of puff out into smoke, so if you don't have a perfect line, all the better. It makes it look a little more natural, a little less overdone, and it also gives the color a better chance to make an impact. So the second color I'm going to use is Buck, and so again, it's just a bit of a lighter or a darker brown. And I'm going to put that one just on my lid and also a bit into the crease. So as you can see, as we're coming in, we're just getting a little bit darker each time. And I left my fake eyelashes on from the last look just because it also gives a nice extra dramatic effect. And of course, as we get closer to the eye, we want everything to be a little darker, and the lashes just help to really create that intensity right around your eyes. So for my third color, I'm going to use Dark Horse, which is right here. And I'm going to put that one just onto the eyelid, so not so much up in the crease. And so as you can see already, it's starting to get a lot darker around my eye. And so I'm going to go back with the thinner brush and use a little bit of Buck and just bringing it closer and closer into the eye. And now with Dark Horse, again, just keep moving it in so that it matches what's happening on top. For my darkest shade, I'm going to use Creep, which is kind of like a sparkly black shade. This I've always found to be a little tricky to deal with. Normally black is a little harsh for my face, but I figured for a smoky eye look, it's kind of a necessity to use this color. So I'm taking a brush that has a bit of an angled edge. So flat but angled. This is actually the brush that came with the Naked palette, so if you're using these colors, then you will have this brush. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a tiny little line on the outside corner of my eye, going up like that, and then I'm going to bring that in to my crease and just kind of blend that inwards. So you can kind of see we're starting to get the darker shades coming in here. I'm going to just kind of work that around my eye a little bit, and as you can kind of see, it's a little bit off. It's not quite blending in as well as I'd like, so I'm going to take a little more of the color and put it into a crease blending brush. And so if you just work that into your eye and make sure that blends out nicely. And so there you can see we have a lot of the darkness on the outside of your eye, and lighter kind of as you come in. So also I'm just going to work that down just into my lower lashes. And so that's a lot of what the eyeshadow is going to do. Now I'm going to take a pencil liner. So I just picked this up at London Drugs. It's an NYC pencil liner, so nothing expensive or crazy. This was $2. And I'm just going to work that on the lower line of my eyelashes. And now this doesn't exactly work for everyone, but if you'd like, you can put some of the eyeliner on the inside of your eye. I wear contacts, so I have to be a little extra careful about this because if it gets into my eye, it can really hurt me. So yeah, just make a nice line right down there. And of course you can go over and make sure that the lines work best for you and make sure that everything is to your liking. If you like something a little more dramatic, you can keep the, make the colors go out farther a little bit, and don't be afraid if it kind of goes outside past your eyebrows. It's a smoky eye and it's very dramatic, so you're allowed to kind of have more of a, exploding smoke effect, I guess, on your eye. So this is the finished sexy look. Again, dark smoky eyes, nude lips, and not a lot of color on your face. Perfect for a night out and a dinner with your sweetheart. So those are my sweet and sexy makeup looks, and whichever one you choose, I hope you have a great Valentine's Day.